The family of Benedict Kabiru, a Kenyan police officer deployed in Haiti, is hopeful about his well-being despite reports of his death. Haitian police officers announced that Officer Kabiru was killed by gangs during an anti-gang operation in Savien on March 24, 2025. However, his mother, Jacinta Wanjiku, believes he is still alive and is pleading with the Kenyan government to find more information regarding his whereabouts. Speaking to the media, Jacinta has also appealed to the public to refrain from spreading unverified information about her son, expressing distress over social media posts declaring him deceased. She has emphasized her belief that he is missing but alive, urging for respect and sensitivity during this uncertain time.
Sasa jana ndio nilipata ripoti kutoka kwa sub-county Kikuyu AP komanda, kaniambia kijana yangu walienda mission hiyo usiku na yeye alipotea na hajapatikana. Since yesterday nimekuwa nikiongea na yeye, tulikuwa tukizungumza na yeye, ananiambia bado anatafutwa na niko na uhakika atapatikana na atapatikana akiwa hai. Mimi mwenyewe mara ya mwisho niliongea na kijana ilikuwa Saturday saa 2 ya usiku. Saa 2 ya usiku hapa ni saa 7 ya mchana huko. Hiyo ndio mara ya mwisho nilimu-SMS na tukaongea na WhatsApp na tukaongea na simu. Kuna namba, specific namba, na hiyo namba ni yeye mwenyewe aipige ndio sasa na mimi ni receive. Sasa yeye mwenyewe ndiye alinipigia, tukaongea na yeye na akaniambia sasa ataanza kwenda kazi ya usiku. Sasa tutaongea, akienda kazi ya usiku atuongee. Sasa mimi na goja amalize the 4 days, sasa ndio sasa tuanze kuongea.
Pearl Newsbeat.
Former Chief Justice David Maraga has hinted at joining the 2027 presidential race after formally accepting the endorsement by Gen Zs. Maraga says he is planning to engage various stakeholders and key opinion shapers to inform his next decision and end months of long speculation about his intention to challenge President William Ruto's government. Speaking to the media, the former CJ, who has in the recent past criticized the Ruto regime, has picked issue with the government, accusing it of impunity and corruption and turning a deaf ear to the problems facing Kenyans. Maraga has been vocal against what it terms as the ills bedeviling the Ruto administration by recently engaging with a group of youthful generation and activists during a People Dialogue Festival that brought to light issues facing Kenyans.
That request has been made. I am discussing with various stakeholders. I will make a final decision, and when the time comes, we will say whether or not we are going through that. You know, when it comes to elective position, whoever seeks that elective position understands that he can make a contribution, and it is because of that confidence that one can make a decision whether or not he can serve. I have served before in government. I was head of one arm of government. There is no magic about being a head of another arm of government. The major problems in this country, the main one is corruption. Budgeted corruption and an institutional corruption that is not being attended effectively.
Pearl Newsbeat.
The National Council of Churches of Kenya, NCCK, has urged the county and national governments to regulate the advertisement of unhealthy foods, especially those targeted towards children in the media and other public advertisement platforms. The chairman of NCCK North Rift Region, Bishop Emmanuel Chemengich, says the government should block the placement of advertisements for unhealthy foods near schools or during hours when children are likely to be consuming media. Additionally, the chairman further said that the government should also ban the use of childlike characters in advertisements of unhealthy foods, those containing high levels of sugar, salt and saturated fats. The bishop asserted that shielding children from these foods will be fundamental in protecting the country's future generations from non-communicable diseases. This he was saying as the school nears closure next week.
Pearl Newsbeat.
Embakasi East Member of Parliament Babu Wino has come out guns blazing, accusing the state of orchestrating a political witch hunt against him in a bid to silence his vocal opposition to the government. The outspoken legislator claims that high-level meetings have been held to strategize on how to manage or dwarf his rising popularity, including alleged plans to bribe, intimidate, or legally frustrate him. According to the lawmaker, efforts to co-opt him into supporting the government have failed, leading to what he describes as attempts to put him down. He alleges that a recent meeting involving key stakeholders discussed strategies to either persuade or frustrate him, including using the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission as a tool of intimidation.
But why do we oppose the government? Why do we keep checks and balances on the government? Is because the government has not shown any effort to solve these issues of concern that I am raising. And therefore, because of that reason, there is a meeting that was held last week, a meeting that involved serious stakeholders in this country, and they were asking how Babu Owino can be put down, how Babu Owino can be managed. Some proposed that Babu Owino should be approached, bought, bribed, so that he can support the government. Some came with an idea that Babu Owino should be dealt with perpendicularly, that they should send the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission to our offices to come and besmirch the good name of Babu Owino.
Pearl Newsbeat.
Education Cabinet Secretary Julius Ogamba Migos has assured parents and stakeholders that the government is fully prepared for the transition of the grade 8 learners to grade 9 under the competency-based curriculum, CBC.
We have done classrooms, we have done teachers, we've employed over 76,000 teachers, we are retooling teachers. Currently, we've retooled with the support of TSC almost a total of 229,000 teachers to be able to carry on with the new curriculum of CBC in order for our children to have the very best quality education that they deserve. So I want to share and inform the parents, inform the stakeholders that we are doing everything possible, provide the proper guidelines, amend our laws, ensure that the programs that we are doing are for the benefit of the students, they are fitting to the students, and their future is bright.
Pearl Newsbeat.
And further field, the detention of South Sudan's first Vice President Riek Machar has effectively collapsed the 2018 peace deal that ended the country's 5-year civil war, his party has said. An armed convoy led by top security officials, including the defense minister, entered Machar's residence in the capital Juba and disarmed his bodyguard late last night, said the Sudan's People's Liberation Movement in opposition. Machar was detained alongside his wife Angelina Tenyi, who is the country's interior minister, the party added.
Pearl Radio, the home of fresh and classic hits.